Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's episode number 351 of the Level Up program and day number 61 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, this is about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue-collar craps style of play. And we're getting ready for the Joliet trip, which is on this coming Friday. I'll be going on Friday afternoon and playing probably Friday night some, and then mostly on Saturday. On the YouTube side of things, we got Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps checking in number 1. He says that he hopes my basement got dried out, which it kind of did. I took out about 10 gallons of water today, so not as bad as it was yesterday. But we have Lazy Dog, we have Leadum, we have Randy Hill, Dusted One, Coach Joe, and Mike from the 85 Bears. Good morning to everyone. I'm going to be switching back and forth between the 2V dice set today, whether it be the Cousin 1 or Cousin 2 set, as well as the L7 set, again in preparation for the trip down to Joliet, Illinois. And we'll be meeting up with Big AZ down there, and I'm sure Arnell and Sith Lord SB and Demon Dog Chris and a whole host of other people, including Fuzzy, myself, Brian Fliegel, Coach Joe, a whole bunch of other people will be there as well. So let's get started. 2124 if you're playing along with Crapsee, hit that live tab and that'll bring you right to our live stream, our live of Crapsee. We're going to switch things around a little bit today, and I'm going to do a slightly different betting style. We are going to go with a $15 pass line bet here to start off with, and that's about it. We got 11 people on Crapsee, only 8 people watching, and we have Dr. No checking in. Thank you, Dr. No. And I'll bet set here. 2124 to start with. And we'll dice out. And I have not done any warm-up throws at all today, so this is dead cold. Here we go. And we have a 1-5 KitchenAid mixer to start the day. You got to make sure that KPI is engaged. It is. That is good. So it's marked the point of 6. And Jeff, I hope that you have an enjoyable trip. I hope you guys do well down in AC. With the group and AC, or Big AZ, AC, Big AZ, however you say that. And I hope everything goes well. That was a single pitch away in that left eye, by the way. And that was a double pitch on the right dice. So that was a single pitch of the dice. Good morning, Cajun Craps. And how we're going to do things different is we're going to go 80 on the outside to start off with. So we're going to go $20 on that 4, 5, 9, and 10, and nothing on that 6 or 8 other than the pass line bet that covers that. So we will call that all bets set here. Stick with the 2124, dice out. Dice did cross on me. We have another 6, so we have a Buckshot 4-2, Kevin the Carpenter 6, 2x4 this time. I can't even talk. Kevin the Carpenter 2x4 this time. So point hit, point made, point hit. So Reno was mostly $25 tables this weekend, says Lazy Dog. I'm expecting Joliet to be a $15 table unless I get down there super early. It might be a $10 table at that time. Saturday is supposed to be a 5-time multiplier, I had heard, so it may go up to a $20 or $25. I'm not sure. I've never seen it that way, but you never know. There's always other casinos around the area there also, though, if they do up the ante there. Good morning, Navaldo. I know that I've gone to the Hollywood casino, which I actually really enjoy going to, and that usually is the same or lower than what the Harrah's is in Joliet. But we're going to go $15 pass line to bet again. We're going to be looking for a new point. Shooter number 1, roll number 3, dice out. A little bit long on that. We have a 257 on the come out. Pass line winner natural. So that usually is a result if I go a little bit long on the throw. So that is a winner on that one also. We got $30 brought back to the rack thus far. And my goal is to get at least 66 brought back to get to that break-even point on this strategy. 2124, again, I'm not going to analyze that last one because that was bad mechanics. And let's go all bets set here. Day seven. These are splitting apart. We'll regrip them. Day seven. And we have a 6-5 in Moyo, another pass line winner come out natural. So we're up $45 now. And keep this up and I'll get to my 66 without even having to play the strategy. Again, we're going to stick with a 2124. That last one was a single pitch towards us on the left die, as well as a double pitch on the right die. So that's a single pitch of the dice again. Again, $15 pass line bet. We are at 14 on Crapsee, 16 on YouTube, and all bets set. Dice out. And we have magic aces this time. 112. I am not playing the ATS, so that is no help to me, but that is a pass line loser. Still looking for a point here. Yeah, we gotta switch things around here so we get some quality numbers showing. So what we're gonna do is we're going to switch our throwing by 4 inches. Our throwing zone, if you will. So I was throwing from 10 feet. We're gonna go at 10 feet, 4 inches. So we're setting at 10 feet, going back to 10 feet, 4 inches. And dice out. And we got a 369 center field 9, so it's marked a point of 9. So you only hit the small one time, says Lazy Dog. And we got $30 brought back to the rack, so we're still looking for an outside hit here. We're going to take that $20 off the 9 right now, and let's make that $15 in odds. So we'll call that all bets set here. 2124 is the dice set. That was an implosion of that left die on the right side. I'm sorry, the left die on the last throw. And what do we have? We had a 6, so that was a implosion or implosion on the right die. So double implosion of the dice, both dice off axis. Safe result for the 2V dice set. And here we go. And we got 325, the Justice 5. Get over there, nice. There we go. So Brian Flegel came over to the dungeon yesterday, CMJ pit, and we did a little bit of practicing yesterday, getting ready for the Joliet trip. I showed him a couple of different strategies, maybe a corporation style if he wants to do that, and that's totally up to him. We're at $58 brought back to the rack, so we're going to bring our bets down, and we're going to go to 66 on the inside now. So that is not break even, but it's close enough. 58 brought back, 66 on the table. So the next hit will be a collect, and then we'll start pressing up from there. 2-1-2-4 is a dice set. That last one was a implosion of that left die once again, and a primary on top on the right side. So one dice off axis, safe result, dice out. So Tampa has $10 and $15 tables 24/7, and that may change over time. I know that my local in Green Bay used to be $5 and $10 tables, and now they switched it to 10 and 15, meaning that it's 10 during the week, 15 on the weekends. Days out. And we had a 5-2-7 out. So we brought our bets down in time. We lost only a little bit here. And that was an average roll at best on that first shooter. Again, we need to get warmed up here a little bit, so hopefully we turn things around. That is a warning sign, obviously, which is a double pitch of the dice. We're going to stick with the 2-1-2-4, though, and see if we can turn this around a little bit. Double pitches on that 2V does have does present two different sevens, and the other two sides would not be a 7 on that 2V day set. So $15 pass line bet. We lost only $8 on that first toss. So we'll go all bets set here. Shooter number 2 coming out looking for a new point. Peace out. And 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. Back on that 6. And the reason I say that Tampa might be changing, Dr. No, is because they're relatively new in their journey having gaming tables. Again, they opened up, what was it, about 6 to 8 months ago. Hopefully they stay at a $10 and $15 table. That would be very beneficial for you and everybody involved, because that way they have more options when it comes to betting. You can always bet more, but it's hard to bet less if the table does not allow you to do so. I know that I would love to have that $5 option back again in Green Bay. Not saying I'm going to go down to it, but I always have that option to do so if I do want to regress. You know, so this last round here would have been a perfect example. Instead of going down to 66, I could have went down to 44 inside with a $10 table. But I'm stuck at 66 as a minimum inside bet with the tables that I play at. So again, we're going to go 80 on the outside. $20 on a 4, 5, 9, and 10. We're going to take that, okay, and we'll call that all bets set here. Dice out. I would love to come down sometime down into Florida and play down there. That would be awesome. So dice out. And we got a hard 8 square pair. So that's not going to be, unfortunately, no help to us because we are on the outside here. That's one of the drawbacks of having a either outside or inside style of play, because you're limited on the numbers that are hit. So that was a nice hit, but it is no help to us. So again, 1, 2, 4. That was an explosion on the left die, a single pitch away in the right die, by the way. And they buy the 4, 5, 9, and 10 for free. Okay. I don't know if is that for free or is it just an automatic buy? Meaning that they automatically buy it and they'll take the vig out on the win, is what I'm guessing, but I could be wrong. 2-1-2-4, dice out. I know in the East Coast, as well as here in Wisconsin, they do the vig ahead of time. So if you have a $20 buy bet on the 4, they'll take that vig out before the win rather than after. Dice out. Ooh, that was a wild throw. And the result was wild, 6-1-7. So that was, I don't know what happened on that one. That one looked relatively decent. The land zone was off just a little bit. I think they caught the corners of the dice. The right one almost popped out of the table. That's not a normal for me. And that is obviously a warning sign, but we really can't analyze that one too much because of the mechanics in that. Okay, so you don't pay up front. Okay, good. And again, we're going to go one more time here. Let's switch it over to the 5-4-2-3 dice set, which is our all 7 set. And we've been throwing off access on one of the dice, so that makes it a safe thing for the all 7 set. If I'm throwing primary, then that would be a bad thing. So $15 pass line bet one more time. 21 people in Crapsee. You get 23 people watching. Only 8 likes. Come on, people. Step it up here a little bit. Be greatly appreciated. We got shooter number 3, dice out. So we're going to go back to our original 10-foot throwing position. And 437 on a come out. Wow. So that is a primary. And I'm talking about being 1 dice off axis, and I hit a primary right away. And I don't like the way that right die is landing right now. So we got to do something different, because I was 2 dice rolls in a row where the right dice kind of acted irrationally, or irregularly, I should say. Irregular. There you go. So $15 pass line bet. Dusted one loves those come out 7s. And we'll go all bet set. Pass line winner natural. With dice out to 5, 4, 2, 3 again. That was a little bit different, and this had the dice split apart on us. 1, 6, 7. So there's your come out 7 again, dusted one. So one actually where they split apart, and the other one where they acted irrationally. Just like a teenager, right? So one more time. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we're going to switch the landing zone from 10 feet to, I'm sorry, the throwing position from 10 feet to 10 feet 4 inches. So just a little bit of the difference. Again, $15 pass line bet. We have $30 brought back thus far on this shooter, and all bets set. Dice did cross right at the end. We have a 3-2-5 justice 5, so let's mark the point of 5. And 5, 4, 2, 3. And that last one was a single pitch towards us on the left die and a primary on top on the right die. And again, we're going to go 80 on the outside. So it's going to be $20 on a 4, 9, and 10. So we're actually saving $5 here because the pass line covers that 5. So we get $75 on a table, $30 brought back. Let's go all bet set. Dice out. 5, 4, 2, 3 is the dice set. And we get a hard 10, the Old Bay bushel, 5-5 hard 10. And that is Craig showing up here. So that's going to be hit number 1 for us, which is nice. And again, Chuck, we're waiting for a server response on Crapsee. So I know Chuck is looking into it. I contacted him yesterday regarding this issue. He is looking into it, so hopefully they are able to come up with a solution. I know that at the current moment, they're not really sure what's going on. I'm going to back out of Crapsee here and see if we can pick it up right away. I'm guessing not here because it's taking forever to come back up. The server did not respond. Okay. So we're going to throw one more round and we will catch up again. So you guys are going to have a little bit of an advantage here. On my bets, that 10 will allow me to press up on the outside. And we would go, or not on the outside, yeah, on the outside we would go with the 3 units, numbers that are covered right now, the 4, 9, and 10 would each get 1 more unit. So I will do that when Crapsee comes back up. We get a 5, 4, 2, 3 dice set. And all bets set here, dice out. And we have a 617 on a come out. That's not a come out. That is a 7 out. So give me 1 second here, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I went to go unplug the thing that was bothering my live stream in the past. I forgot to do that prior to going. Well, let's get Crapsee going again. Get it going again. And come on, let's go. Still not working. So we're going to be doing a 5-4-2-3 again on the come out. So we're looking for a new point here, shooter number 4. So far, our rolls have been very not very good. Miserable, whatever term you want to use. So let's go 5-4-2-3. All bets set, dice out. And we got ace deuce, Alfredo sauce on the come out. Pass line loser. So hopefully this trend does not continue down in Illinois. And I am trying here, guys, to get Crapsee going again as fast as I can. There we go. Now it's back up again. So we'll finish off that last roll before we get this next one started here. So the last one we had was a 3-2-5, then we had a 5-5. Good morning, Jen. And then we had, I would have pressed across on my bets up to 25 each. Get your bets in here. And then our next one was that 7. So we went for a 6-1-7 then. So let me get that entered in here. So we had a 6-1-7. And then that was a 7 out. So now we went with a come out 3. So get your bets in. I went with a $15 pass line bet. We have 21 people playing on Crapsee, 19 people watching on YouTube. And we went with an ace deuce on a come out, and that should bring us up to the current position. Let me get this so Crapsee will let me give you that ace deuce. And we got a 1, 2. And that'll bring us up to where we should be now. So we're going to go back to a 5-4-2-3 dice set. Make sure you get your bets in. Again, we're going to the $15 pass line bet. That is the L7 set. We're down $15 on this shooter. And we'll call it all bets set here, dice out. And 5-2-7. So that ace deuce lost us. We got it back on this one. So we're back to break even. And I do not like the quality of the rolls today. They are repetitive, I will give it that, which is what our main goal is. We are seeing similar numbers. I just don't like the numbers that I'm seeing. But it is what it is. Again, $15 pass line bet, 22 people on Crapsee now. And all bets set. They set. A little bit low on a trajectory there, but we have a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. Let's see if we can get that over there. Yep. Okay. 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. So that's marked a point of 6. Speaking of marked a point, Ed from Roll the Wind did a response video again, and he picked Ryan from Mark the Point this time. Just so you know, Ed, Ryan's name is actually Ryan, not Mark. 5423, and he chose a strategy this time, not dice throwing, obviously. Good morning, Craig from Old Bay Craps. Quality of the show and host. You are a suck up, Craig, but thank you very much, my friend. Let's go 80 on the outside. And we'll call it all bet set. Again, 5423. But Ed took the video and kind of ripped the strategy apart a little bit. And there's some very interesting comments on the video, so make sure that you checked it out. We got OMC Craps, all the dots, all the spots, midnight. And when you do response videos, obviously there's going to be some pushback. Obviously you're going to get some retort in return. So it is what it is, I guess. 5423. Not going to agree with or disagree with the assessment of the actual video. 5423. Good morning, Biff. We got John GT checking in. Good morning. Biff wants to know if I'm doing a follow-up build video. And let me do this once, guys, really quick here. I'm going to give you an insider look, I guess, if I can get this camera through the door here. And that is where I'm at right now. I'm building the table legs. We got the table and everything for the build down there. So I was eating sawdust last night. So hopefully that it will help you guys a little bit. So that's how close the workroom is. So yes, there is a follow-up video coming. I just got done with the first edit on the next video yesterday. It takes a long time to edit a video. I have probably about 5 hours into this edit so far, and I probably have another 4 to 5 hours to go in the future here. What did we throw? We threw a 12. There's no help on that, so go all bet set. 5423. Response in video should be constructive. I agree, Jen. I will say this. As far as I saw, Ed did not once rip Ryan or tear Ryan down. He just tore the strategy apart. Dice out. And again, whether I agree or disagree with his assessment, that's not my word to say. 235, Justice 5. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go pressure $20 across. So that's going to be 1 unit on each, the 4, 5, 9, and 10. I'm sorry, on the outside, not across. So we're going to make each one of them look like $25. We got 5, 4, 2, 3 for the dice set. We're looking for one outside hit here, and it will come down to 66 on the outside. Dice out. Ooh, terrible throw, Joe. Terrible. It landed right at the base of the freaking back wall, and the bad result. Ah, I am all over the place today. I just pisses me off. Focus on landing zone, Joe. I will not break a stick over that. But I do need to freaking concentrate on this landing zone here. Again, we'll go one more time here. We're going to make this work. Shooter number 5. Terrible results thus far. Good morning, Earl, checking in here. No line bet this time. We are not going to do a line bet. And we'll call this all bets set here. We're going to get out of this damn shooter somehow today. We have not made money on a single shooter yet. So this will be the one right here. Dice out. And 2, 3, 5, Justice 5 again. So we are seeing, like I said, dice, repeat dice results, which is all that you can hope for. But hopefully we can get off of the current dice result trend that we're seeing here. That's the ones loving the strategy. You and Cajun Craft are probably making bank today. So let's go again, $80 on the outside. That's going to be $20 on 4, 5, 9, and 10. Again, we're going to stick with the 5, 4, 2, 3, and we are going to turn around here. I'm going to do a little extra focusing here when I'm actually throwing dice. For anybody that doesn't know, when you throw the dice and talking and producing a show, and I'm not using this as an excuse, but it is true, it does take a certain amount of focus and energy away from the actual shooting of the dice. So we're going to actually put the focus in now. And we have a 1, 3, 4, the Big Joe from Crapsee Journey. So on the 4, that's going to be a nice hit. So we're going to be able to do 20 pressure on the outside. 1, 3, 4, we'll mark in Crapsee. I will say, though, that running a show and producing a show and throwing the dice has helped me increase my concentration when I'm actually in a casino. Distractions don't bother me nearly as much as they used to. They still do at times, but do not bother me nearly as much as they used to since I've become more proficient at doing a show. So we'll call this all bets set. We're looking for a hit here so we can get out of the shooter for once. And we'll go dice out. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we got 3, 6, 9, center field 9. I don't like the way the dice landed on that one or the last one. They're landing almost on top of each other, and they're kind of split apart. But that is a hit on that. So we are able to get out of this damn shooter. So we'll bring our bets down. That's $74 brought back to the rack. We're going to go 66 on the inside now. So that's going to be $15 on the 5 and 9, 18 on that 6 and 8. And now we're going to try to pound these inside numbers. And we'll start trend betting from here. My goal is to get a number at that $25 level. If it's at the $25 level and it hits, then I'll be able to spread out to the 4 and 10. But if it's not at the $25 level, we'll just trend bet up. After we get spread out, we'll keep on trend betting upwards from there. So first 4 of the show. This is Dustin 1 and all bets set. 5, 4, 2, 3. Again, the dice land on top of each other. Damn it. 1, 6, 7. That is not working here. At least we got out of the shooter this time. This is going to be my last shooter, guys. Either way, either I'm going to have a super long roll here or we're just going to call it quits. I'm not going to continue on with these short, crappy rolls. So we got to figure something out. We'll go back to the 2. We'll go 2, 4, 2, 1 now. Cousin 2 set on a dice. And again, we are not going to do any pass line bet. No line bet here. And we'll call this all bets set. And if you're new to the show here, again, my goal was actually to throw 2,000 throws on the 2V dice set, either the 2, 1, 2, 4 or the 2, 4, 2, 1 dice set, which is cousin 2 set. But I actually switched it around for this week only, and we started throwing the L7s a little bit just to see how they react to our throws, to see if it would be a viable option going down to Illinois this weekend. Days out. 2-4-2-1. That one actually landed decent. Left one came off a little bit too far, but we have a 1-5 KitchenAid mixer, so it's marked a point of 6. And since we're on to 6, I'm going to use this strategy. If I have an inside number for a point, we're going to cover the inside numbers. If we have an outside number for a point, we'll cover the outside number. So now we're going to go 88 on the inside that bet level. And that's going to be $20 on the 5 and 9, 24 on that 6 and 8. So we have 88 on the table. Again, 2-4-2-1 is the dice set. That last one was a implosion on that left die and a double pitch on the right die, which is a safe result for the cousin 2 sets. That's right, Lazy Dog. You need 10 more thumbs up here in order for me to get a long roll. That must be it. Oh my God, that is awesome. Dice out. 2-4-2-1. Again, that left one landed underneath the right one. The right one popped out 2-5-7. I know, guys, I just don't see it happening today. And this is a lesson to be learned. This is blue collar crafts. If you're on a bad table and you're playing light side, you need to get off that table and then take a break. Let's do this once. This is usually where it turns around. I will play a horseman strategy. We'll go one more shooter. It's going to throw the statistics off for my black belt, but oh well, it is what it is. They're crappy the way they are today anyhow. Let's go to a horseman style of play. And I'm going to go with, shoot, what were we going to do? A little $50 don't pass bet. And can you say that? $50 don't pass on me. That is funny. 2-4-2-1. Actually, I'm going to go $75 don't pass, and I'm going to call that all bet set. And I'll show you why in a little bit here. And let's go all bet set here. Dice out. And we have an ace deuce Alfredo sauce. So that is actually a nice win there for me. 1, 2, 3 craps. So just so you know, I'm not changing dice set to get different results here. We're going to stay with the 2-4-2-1 here. So that's $75 brought back. We'll stick with that $75 don't pass bet. Jen's happy about that. 2-1-2-4 or 2-4-2-1. And we'll call this all bet set. Dice out. And we have a 1-4-5, the trucking camper. So let's mark the point of 5. And that's a number that we've hit. Wow, actually 5 times. That's more than I expected. I thought it was only like 2 times today. Oh, that's right. We hit the Justice 5 a couple times. Never mind. Silly me. We are going to go with 66 on the inside. And bear with me here. So we'll go 66 inside. Actually, we're going to go, we're not going to cover that 5. So we're going to go 18 on the 6, 18 on the 8. We'll go 15 on the 5. And we only threw 1 4 and 1 10. We'll still pick up $15 on the 10. And we're also going to go with a $75 combat. So we have $150 in coverage, and we have $66 on the table. Let's pick up the 4 for $15 also. So we have more than enough coverage, and then what will happen is that we'll place this combat, we'll put another combat on, and then we'll take down 2 of those place numbers here. So I'll show you guys how I do that. 2, 4, 2, 1. And we got all bets set, dice out. And we got a 6, 4, 10. That would be Waylon's best friend Wayne at end, Daddy Joe. And again, the landing zone today, I think, is the culprit. I cannot get that energy / landing zone down correctly. I'm either going long, I'm going short. I'm, they're getting landing on the edge of the dice. It's just not good. So we're going to take that $15 off the 7 and $15 off the 10 down. We'll keep the other bets up. Again, we'll go with another $75 come bet. And then after this, we'll come back in place. We'll take the rest of the place bets down, and we'll go with one more come bet at the end there. So 2, 4, 2, 1. That was the left dice exploded, and the right die imploded. So we actually drifted left on the dice that time. That was a drift left. Good morning, Marble Fork. So Western Kentucky, no power since Sunday. I did not know that, my friend. Hopefully you are safe and hopefully everything's good. You have your wind-up internet going, right? It's just like your wind-up radio, so you can watch a quality show, by the way. No, I'm just kidding. The quality of this show sucks today. So 2, 4, 2, 1, dice out. If you do need anything, though, make sure you reach out to the community, Marble Fork, because we are here for you guys. 3-3 hard 6. And we as a community, I must say, in the past have been truly amazing, especially for how small our community is and how well we've been able to help support each other along the way. So we're going to take that $15 9, $18 6, and 8 down. We'll go with our last combat here of $75. And we have 123 brought back to the rack. We have 300 on the table currently, but this would be a break-even proposition if that bad number would show as far as the numbers on the money on the board is concerned. So 2, 4, 2, 1 is the dice set. And dice out. And that one felt comfortable on the throw, but we have a 2 on 3. And that's going to be that combat loser. So that $75 that we earned on the come out actually goes bye-bye. So we are going to wait till some of these bets resolve now. So we hopefully get a 6 or 10 so we can get a little bit of money back. So we're still in the positive for $48 thus far. And this is where the horseman actually is bad because we have no protection now. 2, 4, 2, 1. Waylon has a strategy out there. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, Bob. Waylon actually has a strategy called the continuous pony, and he plays through the field, but he gets that DC bet, not the DP bet, DC bet set, and then he does a continuous combat, which gives you some protection. We'll go dice out. And we have a 2, 4, 6. That is the Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. That's nice because we got one of those combats to pay off now. So I'm going to wait to see if we can get that 10 paid out. And if we do, that gives us enough money to actually go out and do some betting in that. 2, 4, 2, 1 is the dice set. Yeah, that makes it tough. Power is essential. Water is essential. Water and power, those two things, you're messed up because of food and clarity of the water and all those things. And we have a 4-5 hard 9 Big Daddy Mac. So Jeff was doing his show yesterday, and I kept on commenting the different dice calls. It was kind of funny. And I had sent him a list, and he knows that the list is there. He's seen it, but he says that there's a lot of them to memorize. And that they have been, because this is something I've actually added these calls over time. We did a group of them at a time in order to get the memorization of them down. So no generator, Marvel asked Jen. We don't have generators here either in my house, so I would be totally messed up if that happened. Let's see if we can get that 10 here. All bet set in dice out. And we got another ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Just not liking the way the dice are landing today. Not at all. That was a repeater win, by the way. That was the one thing I was picking on Jeff about. He goes, I never see those green things light up on top there. And I said, I do. Apparently not too much today, but this is the first repeater that we got. But of course, I was just teasing him. Jeff is a very good shooter, whether he admits it or not. He does a very good job. And I was watching his one viewpoint, because I don't often get to watch him throw, because I'm usually at work whenever he has his throws in that, or his shows. But I was actually watching the one view that he has where he has that length view of the table, and he has a very consistent toss, and that's all you can really ask for. He has a nice height to it, nice energy level to it. The landing zone seems to be very decent, consistent. And we have 3-2-5, Justice 5. And I think that just knocked my don't off. I'll have to check here. So a little bit of up and a little bit down here, 3-2-5. And that it did. It knocked my don't off, so that sucks. So I'm down to the 10 now. We still have $123 brought back to the rack. Actually, $8 brought back to the rack with that loss. So, yeah. 2-4-2-1. So whatever strategy I picked today does not work. It is what it is, Jen. And we'll go all bets here. 25 people playing on Crapsee. We had 26 people watching. And we'll go dice out. 2-4-2-1. And 2-5-7 on the come out. There you go, Dusty One. There's your 7 that you like so much. Two, 4, 2, 1. So hopefully you guys like that little behind the scenes part cutout that we had a little bit ago. You saw the table and that. I didn't really see too many comments on it. Those table legs I cut out, they're 28 inches long, so that's gonna be the height of the table. It's 28 inches. And yeah, I got wiped out totally, Jen. But we're not gonna bet. We're just gonna keep on throwing here. But they're 28 inches tall, and I'm going to do a thing called a castle joint on the top of the table. And you guys look up castle joints, table joints on the internet. It's a pretty cool joint. Dice out. It's not a joint that you smoke. 3-3 hard, 6 to double D-gen. So it's marked a point of 6. It never fails whenever I go to a strategy like the Horseman or something like that. That's usually my betting, my throwing actually turns around a little bit. 2-4-2-1. Which end do you light on a castle joint? The opposite end of where you're smoking from, Dustin. How's that for an answer? Oh my God. All bets set here. Ryan, if you go back and rewatch the video, there is not much to watch in the beginning here. Oh my God. I'd like to suggest some low bankroll strategies for a later show. That's all I pretty much do is low bankroll strategies, Biff. I know that my Crapsee seems to be a lot higher than what you would consider a low bankroll, and we got 257 out. So the Crapsee numbers that I have are a little bit higher, obviously, but you could take any strategy that I have and you can make it a lower bankroll strategy. And you go back on some of my shows, and I've shown some of that. So one lower bankroll strategy that you can do is, let's say you're on a $15 table, you have $300, maybe $400, and you can go with a 6-8 combination. So say $18 on a 6 and 8. Take one hit, go to 30, and then take another hit, and you come back down to 18. And that'll give you enough dollars for $15 on the field and a $2 hop 5. And then you can just start using the field to spread out. So every strategy that I do on here can actually be taken down and played at a lower level. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Table is mini, right, Joe? It's 28 inches tall. I actually measure my kitchen table upstairs. My kitchen table is 30 inches, so it's actually 2 inches shorter than my kitchen table. The reason I chose 28 is because that's about the average height for a craps table. It's going to be 4 feet wide by 3 feet deep, approximately, Jen. So, but here's the kicker: it's going to weigh over 300 pounds for the table. It's going to be quite heavy, quite densely made. But anyhow, we ended up with a 12 there. Let's look at our statistics for the day. I'm almost embarrassed to present these, but this show is all about transparency. We had 7 shooters, with the 12 being the biggest, and the first was the 8. The quality of the rolls was very short. SOR is 5.7 today, and we have an SRR of 3.8. Strong numbers were obviously the 5, 6, 3, and 7. Looking at our black belt statistics, this is through the end of yesterday. We had 2,483 throws, 9.76 SOR with an SRR of 6.38, PSR of 6.79. With the table, Jen, my goal with the table was to make it so that it could be held or hosted or housed inside of a dining room or kitchen or a den of some sorts, and you would never, ever, ever, ever even know that it's a craps table. You go actually put the checkerboard side up on top or the chessboard side up on top, and you can just think it's a gaming table for chess or whatever, you know. But that's how it's designed. So you're not going to hopefully not know that it's even a craps table. And then somebody could just rotate it and play craps with it, if that makes sense. But later videos, and it's going to take a while to get all the videos out, but later videos will demonstrate, hopefully, if I can do what I'm thinking with the table, how that works. But hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a great day. Hopefully you do come back tomorrow. Be safe and be prosperous.